Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to talk to you about a finding that you can use to make your jewelry out of fiber, which is very popular these days. They're called ribbon ends. So here I have an assortment of ribbon ends. You can see they go from very wide, here's 20 millimeters, down to 6 millimeters. They're decorative, they have different finishes, but they all work pretty much the same way. They all have a V or U-shaped channel that you can put ribbon into. Most of the time they have something that will grip onto the ribbon, and then it's just a matter of squeezing them closed. Now, a few things to keep in mind when you're thinking of making something with ribbon ends. You really don't want to use ribbon that is wider than your finding because it just looks sloppy. If you need to err on the size of too small or too big, it looks much neater, you can see here, to have a ribbon that is slightly less wide than your ribbon end. You could see just having those corners hanging out just looks messy, and the ribbon will fray at those points instead of being protected inside the ribbon end. Like I said, most of these have little teeth to help grip onto the ribbon. But if you want, you can add a little bit of glue. Make sure you add just the tiniest amount of glue on the ends of your ribbon. It's not a bad idea to seal the end of the ribbon before putting it in, but just a very small amount so that nothing oozes out, so you have a nice, clean looking finish. And speaking of finishes, just like all of your jewelry findings, ribbon ends come in all different finishes. These are gold plated and smooth. These are antique brass with a flower design on one side. These are sterling silver. So whatever your needs are for your jewelry, you can find a ribbon end to suit. And to use them, the first thing you want to do is make sure your ribbon has a nice clean cut across one end. Insert it, and then the best tool for the job is a pair of flat nose pliers. So I hold the pliers in one hand. Make sure the ribbon stays centered with the other hand and squeeze. If you have a wired one, you might have to squeeze along the length. And now that is held pretty firmly in there. There really isn't any need for glue. And then there's a loop here on the end of all of them to attach a clasp or whatever else it is that you need to do to make the piece you have in mind. So if you've been thinking about making jewelry using fibers, ribbon ends are a great addition to your toolkit. If you're interested in some of these supplies, there's a link in the upper right to go to the accompanying blog posts, and the link is also in the description box. If you're new here and haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. For 3 new video tutorials every week, I upload each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you like my videos, consider becoming a patron. You can support this channel by sending $1 a month or whatever you can afford. Check out the Patreon page for details. Happy creating. Bye-bye.